I'm going to be demonstrating this for the standard 3D characters, and you can apply the same logic on all other characters. And I'll also demonstrate how you can use the 3D character creators, because these guys can spin around in 360 mode. So you will learn about their character view animation. So let's say I have my space background. I'm using this guy because we have some distance that we can have our character or space that we can have our character walk from one point A to point B and turn around and do a lot of stuff in here. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the background in the timeline all the way to about 15 seconds or so, maybe more for now. Let's do 20 actually. And then we're going to go to our 3D character creators. Again, the difference between those characters and the other characters is that these guys are different and are able to rotate or spin around in 360 mode. That's what makes these characters stand out from other characters inside the software. So I'm going to start by grabbing Tom into my scene right here. And one thing you need to know about these characters is that the 3D creator characters will always have an idle action as their default action. And so before you start adjusting your actions for this character, you gotta decide or determine what sort of actions will your character have for this scene. So we're gonna need to have a couple or few actions for this character. It's important to know that they always have a starting animation and an ending animation for all actions. Even 3D creators, yes, even 3D creators have a starting and an ending animation or action for all their action lists. Why? Because they wanted to keep that smooth to transition from one action to another instead of just jumping onto another action and make your characters look weird. So let's just decide on what we want to do in this case. This guy is going to start waving. So I'm going to go to actions. I'll click on action 1 and change that from idle to wave. So I'll choose that right here. Then I need to have him walk at a different place. So let's have him walk over there, like back there, maybe behind a car or something. So I'm going to click on add new to add another action. Then I'm going to choose walking, and then I will add another action. We can do selfie right there, and then we can add another action and choose walking, so we can have go back or come back again closer to the scene. Then we're going to have him go onto the right side of the car. So we're going to add another action in between. Maybe we can do idle if we want to, or any other action. Let's say waving again, then I'm going to add another action, then I'll do walking right there. The goal of this tutorial is to show you or teach you the methodology of using the walking actions for all characters, so you can master their walking action and not really have any troubles after watching this tutorial. So as you can see, the first action of the character is wave. So he's going to start by looking at the camera, and then he's going to pick up his hand, start waving, and then he will start walking, and then take a selfie over there, and then make another walking action, and then wave, and then continue to walk again. So here's where we start making adjustments. And I want you to pay attention to this part, because working with those characters is a little bit tricky, adjusting their character view animation. So if you want to master their walking action, please pay attention to the details of this tutorial so you can learn how to do this. And most importantly is to keep practicing of all times until you feel confident and comfortable using the characters inside the software and making them walk from one point to another smoothly without any problem. Now, here's what's going to happen. The beginning of the action is by standing or looking at the camera. Then he's going to start turning to the left and begin to walk. So here's what we want to do. At this spot, we're going to need to make the character look in the right angle and have him walk back there behind the car. So all we're going to do is have our playhead at the very beginning of the walking action, where the little square is, that's basically the starting of the walking action. Select our character, click on add animation, and we're going to use character view. Easing is going to be linear for both in and out. And then now I have my 2 keyframes ready on the character's track. All I'm going to do is I'm going to select my second keyframe, and this is basically the beginning of the walking action. But before he does that, we're going to need to rotate the character in the right angle, right? Because the character view animation that we just used is responsible for spinning characters in 360 mode. And now I have my keyframe selected. I'm going to click on the rotate icon above the character. Then I'm going to rotate my character to look in the right angle so that he can walk kind of behind the car over there. And then when done, we're going to need to extend the walking action because he's going to be walking quite a distance from where he's at to where he's going to end up walking behind the car. So I'm going to extend the walking action a little bit more in the timeline to about 11 seconds or so. And if I need to make adjustments later on, I can certainly do that. But where my playhead is at on the middle of the second keyframe of my character view animation, I'm going to select my character, click on add animation. Easing is going to be linear for both in and out. Like I said, this is a rule. Going back to the properties tab, we're going to choose position and scale. Why scale? Because character perspective, we want to bear that in mind while he's walking farther out in the scene. Now we have our keyframes ready. Before adjusting the second keyframe, we're going to advance our playhead forward in time until we spot where he makes his final step right before he turns again, which is right there. And then simply drag the second keyframe to where our playhead is at, right there. Make sure it is also centered and selected. And then we can simply make our character a little smaller in size and grab him over there, kind of behind the car right there. Here you go, like this. And then go back and then watch this part and see how it looks like. So let's just play, see what it looks like, waving, and then he's going to turn and then begin to walk from where he's at to farther out in the scene behind the car. Then he's going to rotate and take a selfie.